A 2-0 day, and we got 3 more best bets for you. Let's get after it. What's going on? I am Steven with Just a Bet Outside, and we are back for another NBA Best Bets video. A 2-0 day. Can we call that a sweep? You know what? We needed it. We're gonna just call it a sweep. It was a fun day. It was kind of a no sweat day too for those winners, but we'll go over that in a second. Anybody watch that World Baseball Classic? Holy cow! Shohei Ohtani versus Trout in the ninth inning to win the championship. Fortunately, it didn't go the USA's way, but that's all right. That was a fun game to watch. So, almost to 1,250 subscribers, guys. Two away. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Keep smashing that like button. We're gonna get on a roll here before the playoffs start. As you can tell, I got the rally cap on. I wore it yesterday, and we went 2-0. We can't change it, right? We can't change that. So, Discord, we were one rebound away from Wendell Carter hitting a double double and our parlay hitting. So that would have been a lot of fun too. But you got to join that Discord. It's a ton of fun, guys. And I got people trying to learn baseball right now. So, anyways, other than that, guys, NBA recap. There wasn't much today. Celtics got a big win over the Kings. Thank goodness, because that was our best bet. And the Clippers continue to suck. They lost at home to the Thunder. The Clippers are a mess. They're not turning it on. They're not a dangerous team. They're nothing right now. They're just inconsistent. So, other than that, not much else. Pistons got crushed. Spurs got crushed. The doormats of the NBA. But without further ado, before we do our best bets, also, we are going to go over the injury report because it is bonkers today. I mean, it is wild. So I'm going to give you all the major injuries just so you know to be careful with betting. I know it's a 10-game slate, but there wasn't a ton available when I got this. But I still found 3 bets for you. Now, let's go to that bets recap page. All right, there it is. Only green check marks today. Thank goodness. Bradley Beal under 27.5 points. He scored like 16, fouled out, still played 31 minutes, but he just didn't get it done in a tough matchup, luckily. Same game parlay, minus 125. We hit that. Jaylen Brown, 20 plus points. He got that in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox, 15 plus points. He got that in the third quarter, and the Celtics rolled the Kings today. So 2-0 day, 39 and 34 on the season, up 1.32 units. And again, we're like a rebound and a buzzer beater 3 away from being up like 10 to 12 units. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not bitter at all. Okay, before we get into our 3 best bets, let's go over this crazy injury report for Wednesday. All right, here we go. Page 1 of the injury report. That's right. It is wild today. Kyle Kuzma out for the Wizards. Luka and Kyrie both questionable for the Mavs. You can't really do anything with that game until you know those two. Draymond Green is probable. Tyrese Halliburton, the man, the only man for the Pacers, he is questionable. The entire Spurs team out or questionable. I just thought that was easier for you. Not that you probably plan on betting a lot of Spurs players, but John Morant is probable. He shouldn't be playing, in my opinion, but he is probable. May come off the bench. They said I don't know how many minutes he's going to get, but Dylan Brooks suspended because he's a freaking idiot. James Harden questionable because he had a terrible game last game. No, I don't know why, but he is questionable right now. That's page 1. Let's get to the next page of injuries. This is fun, isn't it? Anthony Edwards questionable, and then the big one. Look at that, Karl Anthony Towns. You remember him? He is questionable. Jordan Clarkson out. And then a couple Blazer players. Anthony Simons out. Jeremy Grant out. And the big one, our man, Lauri Markkanen is questionable. DeAndre Ayton is still out for the Phoenix Suns. And then Anthony Davis is probable. Whew, take a deep breath. Those are the injuries for today. Be careful with your betting. I got 3 best bets for you. Let's get into game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 1, the Knicks at the Miami Heat. Going to Miami. That's right. Heat favored by 2. Over under 221. Injury wise, Caleb Martin questionable. That's about it. So not a lot of injuries. Home and away, Knicks 22 and 14 on the road. Heat are 24 and 13 at home. Guys, the Knicks are actually 20 and 17 at home, so they are much better on the road. So this being in Miami is not a big deal. They played twice already, and they were both close games. The Knicks won 122 to 120, and that was on a Julius Randle 3-ball at the buzzer. I had the Knicks -2 in that game. Remember that. The Knicks won 106 to 104, so both games decided by 2 points. Knicks won both of them. I have a best bet. You may already know where I'm going, but it is the Knicks +2. I love it. The wrong team is favored. Back then, the Knicks were favored by 2 or 3 points. I don't know what's changed since then till now to make the Knicks all of a sudden a 2-point underdog. I think the wrong team is favored. I'm not going to lie. The Knicks are just an elite road team, like I said. So them being in Miami doesn't really affect anything for me. In fact, it might make it better. And the last time the Knicks won, only by 2 points, the Heat went 30 for 32 from the free throw line. I mean, that's just crazy. The Knicks shot 41% from three-point range, and went 11 for 17. So they were outscored 30 to 11 at the free throw line. And then also the Heat almost hit 50% of their threes. So the Heat did all that and still lost at home. So I like the Knicks. They're a better team. Brunson's back. They got Josh Hart this time around. And I just think the wrong team's favored. So there's no reason for the Heat to be favored over a Knicks team that's much better. So I like the Knicks. If you want to take the money line, go for it. I think it might be plus 110 and plus 120. We almost did, but I'll be safe because these games are close, and I'll take the two. Knicks plus two. That's my first best bet of the day. Let's go to game number two. All right, here we go. Game number two. Pacers at the Raptors. Raptors -8. No over under as of recording this video. Tyrese Halliburton questionable. We already talked about a huge injury for the Pacers. That we got to know what he's doing because that changes that whole team. Scotty Barnes is actually questionable for the Raptors as well, so keep an eye on that. Home and away splits. Pacers are 13 and 23 on the road. Not good. Raptors 23 and 13 the other way around at home. Uh, they've played twice this year already, guys. The Pacers won both games, both in Indiana though. 122 to 114 and 118 to 104. So beat them by 8 and then beat them by 14. I have a best bet in this game. If I had to lean aside, because it's not, I don't have a bet on the side. If Halliburton's out, -8 might be a steal right now. I think they kind of set the line to where it could move a little bit either way. But Halliburton, if he shows up, Pacers +8, that's quite a bit of points. So it's hard to tell with that injury. But my best bet, it's a player prop, Mr. Jakob Pertl, over 14.5 points at -120. He burned us earlier this season, and it was a tough one to take. But here's the deal, guys. He's averaging 15.6 points per game the last 10 games. So he's averaging a full point over this 14.5 point line right now. Oh, and by the way, he's playing the Pacers, who give up the most points to centers. I know, the most points. It's a dream matchup, guys. He had 20 against them way earlier this season when he was on the Spurs, for whatever that's worth. Then maybe Scotty Barnes, which may help a little bit on his usage rate going up. But I mean, guys, we're talking if he just hits his average against the best matchup in the NBA, he gets over this. I love it. I think this line's going to 15.5. I'd still take it, but I love it at 14.5. So Jakob Pertl over 14.5 points at -120 is our second best bet. Let's go to bet number three. All right, we made it to the final bet of the day. But before I get into it, smash that like button for me, guys. Leave a comment. Do whatever you got to do. Help that algorithm train that we're on. Appreciate all the support. All right, here we go. Suns at Lakers. The Suns are 1.5 point favorites. Over under of 227. Injuries. DeAndre Ayton is out again. That is a huge, huge blow to the Suns without KD still. Anthony Davis is probable, like we mentioned earlier. Suns on the road, 15 and 21. Lakers 19 and 17 at home. These guys have played twice, but they don't mean anything, so I'm not even going to go over it. Different players. There's injuries on both games. It doesn't matter. So I have a best bet. It's on a side in this game. You may already know because of what I did against the Suns earlier this week. Lakers money line at +100. I'm trusting the Lakers again. The Maxi Kleber three ball just hurt me badly and how the Lakers ended that game. But you know what? I gotta just bet with my mind. I can't always just bet with my heart. So we're going against the Suns. I don't understand this, to be seriously honest with you guys. The Suns have nobody. I don't know why they're favored on the road again, just like they were favored on the road against the Thunder when the Thunder beat them. I don't know if the books know, but the lineup that we're looking at for the Suns is Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Josh Okogie, Torrey Craig. I mean, there's no DeAndre Ayton. Guys, this team is not very good. It's Devin Booker and an older point guard. Like, there's nothing to this team. They don't have Bridges anymore. They don't have Cam Johnson. I don't think the books are really adjusting right, and you can tell because the Suns are 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 games. They have not covered the spread in 5 straight games. I just love the Lakers here. I just think they're playing much better. I mean, you have a much better lineup. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis. You got Malik Beasley. You got Vanderbilt. I just think they have much better role players and much better star players. So I just love the Lakers here playing at home too. And the Suns are 15-21 on the road. I know different players in that, but I just think the wrong team's favored again. So I'm taking the Lakers money line. Do not let me down, Lakers. Don't do it. Please don't foul 3-pointers at the end of games, AD. So Lakers money line +100. That is my final bet of the day. Let's go to that best bets recap page. All right, there we go. the New York Knickerbockers at +2, -110. Bet number 2, Lakers money line at +100. And then the only player prop we got today, Jakob Pertl, over 14.5 points at -120. If you do like that bet and want to tail it, I recommend getting it soon because I think it might go up to 15.5 later. So those are our 3 bets. If we have any other added plays, we will put it in the pinned comments section. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, let's stay on a roll. Let's see if we can make it 5 wins in a row. Also, we've been talking about doing a ladder challenge. We didn't know if we wanted to do it for the start of baseball season or maybe basketball playoffs or basketball regular season. So leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. I think it'd be a lot of fun. You know what I mean? I think at worst, we don't win all 10 days, but let's be honest, like no one's winning all 10 days right now. But I think it'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we can do it with a twist to make it a little easier to win. But we'll figure it out. So leave a comment with your best bet, what you think about the ladder challenge, anything like that. Appreciate all the support, guys. Really do. This is so much fun. If you can't tell on my face, I'm having a ton of fun. So thank you. That's because of you guys. All right. We will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.